Hi friends, Nicole Vincent here. Today we are checking out this GPS wireless fence by My Pet Command. This was sent to me as a gift to test out and share with you and see all of its benefits. So let's open the box, let's see what's inside and get this set up and test it with my pooches, test it in my yard and see how this works. So on the collar, you're definitely going to want to choose the length of the stimuli metal that's going to be against the dog's neck based on their fur length, and attach that to the collar, the receiver on the collar, and those screw in super easy. And then you're going to choose what you want to do. Do you want to do a shock tip or a non-shock tip? And so you're going to have the option that what works best for your pooch. And definitely you're going to want to read the instructions. This has lots of great information on how to set this up, how to train your dog to make sure that you're using this correctly. So the collar here is actually a really nice, not super stretchy, but it's kind of pliable silicone type material. And you want to use this only outdoors. So it's going to be weatherproof and it is adjustable. So you can adjust it here. You can adjust it here, and then probably if you're only using this on one dog and you're not going to ever use it on another dog, then you can probably trim it and adjust it as needed. We'll get this adjusted for my dogs. You've got the controls up here at the top on what settings you want to have that on, and you get that set, and then we're going to get the fence set up and get this going. Okay, so you're going to come out to the middle of the yard. We're going to set the location that this is the center. It has found the signal. Once you have your radius set, you can go from the smallest is 33 yards. It goes all the way up to 1,999 yards. You can walk your yard or your property to figure out what the distance is, and it will actually change on the collar. I do have a smaller yard, and so what we're going to actually do is set the center in the corner of the yard, and so that way if our dogs get in the front yard or in the neighbor's yard, we'll be able to have that fence set up as a warning for them. But just keep in mind the smallest radius distance on this is 33 yards and it goes up to 1,999. Once you have your radius set, it basically sets up a GPS circle that your pet is safe inside, and then you can set it if you want it to give it a vibrate or a shock stimulation, and it will increase if your pet's not responding to it. Does a sound and a whatever stimulus, either the vibration or the shock. And it will increase as they're not listening, and it will decrease and go away as they get within that radius. And so this is something that you want to put on your pet when they are outside and take off when they are inside your home. This is not meant to be worn for extended period of time. If you're going to be using this daily, you definitely want to charge it. But this is something that you could travel with. Like, you can reset the GPS rating. So maybe you have family or a friend or you're going on a vacation that has some land and you want to set up a perimeter, you can totally do that with this. The stakes here are just to kind of mark where your radius is, so you can visually have a sign, but these don't have like a GPS tracking or anything. You can also use these as a cue for your dogs to let them know, hey, that's the barrier. And give them a visual stimulus to know that, hey, you're about to cross this barrier that I don't want you to cross. So you can use these. You don't have to use these. It's totally up to you. Overall, I think that this is a great device. It really just depends on what your need is. Really, it is a great setup. It has, the display is great. The instruction manual is actually really good on this, as well as the training method to help you train your dog to how to be successful at having this wireless system going on. So if you do have more than one dog, you will probably need to buy more than one collar. This is a one collar set. You can also use the same collar, like if you have dogs going out at different times, you can do that as well, and just adjust it as needed. It was pretty easy to adjust, but just remember, like, if you cut it off, you can't make it that long again. But Overall, if you are looking for a wireless GPS centered fence system to help keep your dog within a certain boundary, this is a great system. I'm very impressed with it, and it does work. And it was not hard to set up. Definitely read the instructions, but I hope you enjoy this as much as I do.